boy, I'm late. Ray, would you mind picking up Grandpa's medicine today?
Oh, little wait, I'm fine. The boy has better things to do on the weekend.
I don't mind, Grandpa. It's the least I can do for my Oji-san.
Oh, thanks, sweetie. Have a good day.
Thanks for coming, guys. It's a big help to my mom and Grandpa.
Oh, no, we love taking the bus to a funky old Chinese medicine shop.
Now, Gabriel, we are Ray's nearest and dearest friends, and it is next door to Chow's Dim Sum Palace.
Well, I am a fan of Cantonese cuisine.
Whoa! That is definitely not your everyday bird.
So, no Chinese food?
Master Brightmore, we just saw this weird thing zipping through the air.
Let me guess. You think you saw a UFO? It may interest you to learn that most UFOs are actually light civilization creatures who have breached the veil.
Aw, so no little green men. Bet you're disappointed.
I have stalker spheres positioned all across the city. They'll give us a look at your mystery creature. Odd. Several spheres are missing.
You know what else is odd? There was a very strange jewelry store robbery this morning.
Before we saw that wingy thingy, eyewitnesses report seeing a large bird and then a blinding light.
Yes, I'm sure they did. This is a final transmission from one of my spheres. It appears to be a Thunder Guardian. Should be moderately powerful. Interesting.
So we're going to track it down?
You may assist me in tracking it down. But first, we must clear something up.
But why can't I just summon Bob and go after it?
First, because you can't have Tatsurian the Unchained stomping about the city in broad daylight.
His size would cause a sensation.
Not helping.
Second, a true Duel Master can summon whichever creature is suitable for the task at hand. For example, Stalker Spheres and Enforcers can bend light around themselves, thus rendering them nearly invisible. Now, summon this.
Flare Inhibitor!
You will now train this Enforcer to follow your commands.
I just wanted to see how he likes to work.
You'll find that a firmer hand is required.
Shouldn't Ray use something opposite, like a darkness creature?
I think not. The light civilization represents order, and a light creature can best impose order on that rogue.
Help me out here, Mr. Strategy.
That was actually a good suggestion. For you.
For me? Really?
Thing is, using a darkness creature during the day would weaken it.
We could do it at night.
Sir? That jewelry store wasn't the Thunder Guardian's first crime. There were 3 more. And if my projections are correct, San Campion Jewelry Company is the next most likely target. Oh, make that was. It just got robbed.
Very thorough, Gabriel. Right then, make haste, everyone.
You heard the man! Giddy up!
I will investigate. You stay put.
Stay!
You know, for a light creature, that thing's got a real dark side.
There is unusually strong residual mana in the area.
There it is! After it! Look, I don't like this either, but now I am giving you an order. Up! Ow!
Why would the Thunder Guardian hang around the scene of the crime?
Gabe, focus! Ray is airborne!
A flying kid in a see-through balloon. Now I've seen everything.
Look, I can't steer you and fight too. Work with me here, will you?
Quit stalling! What you waiting for? Finish him!
I don't care what Nigel says. I'm calling in Bob before...
Don't look! Talk about shock and awe. Hey, that's what we should call it.
Not bad, I guess. For you.
There he goes!
I think we have bigger problems.
Ray, did you see that?
No, I can't see anything.
How's our patient?
Fortunate that this was an attack on his mana, not his optic nerves. His sight should return soon.
Just to be sure, put this plant on your eyes every 4 hours. You'll be back to 2020 in no time.
Plants don't move.
This one does.
Well, that's just wrong.
What's wrong is the fact that you didn't stay where I put you, and you lost your creature in battle. Have you learned anything from this?
That the Thunder Guardian's being controlled by a human?
One of the Choten's minions?
No, you look like a regular guy.
And he was wearing a falconry glove, not a tech gauntlet.
I need more stalker spheres. We'll get to the bottom of this yet.
Getting used to this won't be easy.
Well, maybe we can find you some kind of seeing eye creature.
Right. Hi, Mom. I've been blinded by a bird from another dimension. Just ignore that giant spider on the leash.
How can you make jokes about this? What if they're wrong? What if you're like this forever?
Up next, the Sand Campion Museum has a new exhibit, Gems, Gems, and More Gems. This collection is renowned throughout the world for its title.
Your mother went to bed, but I told her I would wait up for you.
Sorry, Grandpa. And nice catch.
You spend a little time in the dark. You find it's not so scary. You can find your way. And Raiden, maybe I don't see so well anymore. Doesn't mean I cannot hear. If you need to talk, I am happy to listen.
Thank you, Oji-san. Good night. So I was thinking, instead of fighting light with light, why couldn't we use a darkness creature?
You're kidding, right? I only said that yesterday.
You were wise to call on me. So I have summoned something special from the Darkness civilization. This is a mud man, powerful, yet easy to tame. The only thing to remember is not to touch it, especially there.
Ray, you may wanna wash your hands.
Like 1,000 times. So, what do we call it? Right. Fumes it is.
Even when your sight returns, you must be able to work with darkness. Care to help me train the Tarborg? You walked right into it.
Yeah, that'll happen when you can't see.
Which is why you must use your other senses. Hear the footsteps, smell the air. Now, you do it. Take command.
But why do we have to stomp and yell and boss them around? Why can't we treat them like friends?
Because they are not friends! Duel Master controls his creature and commands it. Attack!
It just isn't fair. Bob and I could catch that crook in his bird in no time.
You know what would help? If we could find that crook in his bird before they strike.
I can do that. Based on the coordinates of the various robberies and the mana fluctuation readings from Nigel's stalker spheres, I was able to triangulate the probable location of the perpetrator and his bird.
But there's nothing here, Gaze.
found him, Ray.
Tatsurian the Unchained!
Hey, what's with the goggles?
I'll tell you after we stop that truck.
You mean that one?
Yeah, just go!
Are you kidding me? Blast him!
Bob, show your eyes!
Oh, God.
Scaradorable of Gloom Hollow!
What, there's more of you?
Squeaky, cook that bird.
I told you using a dark creature during the day wouldn't work. Gargle, start building.
BRB!
Gargle, you got a tight deadline.
Ray, without my sight, I don't think I'll be of much value in a battle.
I'm sorry, Bob. I shouldn't have summoned you. You'll heal faster in the creature realm. Go rest. What else can we do?
You've done enough! Stand aside! Ravu and I will handle this. This is getting to be a regular freak convention. Ravu, attack!
Far more powerful than any Thunder Guardian I've ever seen. It should not have been able to defeat Ravu. And that ruffian controlling it was not one of the children's men. In all my years.
Never mind. I've trained a darkness creature to duel this Thunder Guardian. We'll put an end to this aberration.
Ray, slow down. Wall, Ray.
I know I could fight Shocking on my way and win. You think that guy's stupid enough to hang around now that he knows people are onto him?
Well, statistically, criminals aren't very bright, and there is an extremely likely target. The Sand Campion Museum, a gem exhibit.
Yeah. Grandpa was watching a show about it. We need to get there fast.
And then what? All of our creatures have struck out.
Not all of them.
One last score. And then I find a new city that ain't full of freaks. Oh, you got an opinion? Well, let me remind you who's calling the shots. Yeah, that's right, Bird Brain. Me.
Toji, where is the Tarborg?
The new pupils were just practicing with it a minute ago. What's wrong?
Look out!
How'd you know that was coming?
Sorta felt it. A mana surge.
Keep them busy.
Ray, you can't do this alone.
You got a better idea?
Only always. We attack from 3 sides. One of us should get through.
I agree with Gabe. I know, I'm surprised too.
Okay, but hurry.
Request Largo!
Gargle not feel so good.
I know. You took a bad hit last time. That's why we need some extra protection from those blasts. have a gauntlet!
Scare Adorable of Gloom Hollow! Come on, Squeaky!
Allie, Squeaky's more powerful than Gargle. She probably needs a little more time to regenerate her mana. Pick another creature!
Oh, I know! Skull Cutter! Oh, I'm glad to see you too, Skull Cutter. Now charge! Oh, not again!
Okay, Fumes, it's you and me.
Gross!
Hey, Fumes! I can see what you see, even though I can't see. Let's do this.
Tear this place down!
Okay, mister, what's your story? Were you a Duel Master? Do you work for the Jotun?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then how did you get that?
One night, I saw some goons using gloves like this in an alley. So I, appropriated this from their truck. Tried it on. Managed to snag Dodo Bird here through some hole in the air. Turns out I got a knack for controlling this stupid thing.
A light creature wouldn't do any of this by choice. You're forcing him to commit crimes for you.
Yeah. You mean like this?
Good catch! Let's get that gauntlet off him before anyone else gets hurt. Revenge is not the way of the light. You're better than that. I'm just going to send you home. Hey, we're not all bullies.
Jaha and Nigel won't be happy with how you handled that.
I couldn't see another way to do it.
Another blind guy joke? Really?
No, actually, I can see again. I guess mud baths are good for you.
Not as good as a real bath will be. For you. And us. Ugh.
We'll let the police find him. Thanks, Fumes. Sir, I understand how important it is to learn the ways of the Duel Masters. Your methods have served the temple well for generations. But I can't help it. When I work with creatures, kindness and friendship just feel right for me.
I admit your approach did achieve a favorable outcome this time. But that does not change the facts.
Including the fact that you took the Tarborg without permission and bonded with it in a particularly nauseating way.
We cannot have one set of rules for some and another set for you.
Since you clearly enjoy your close proximity with these creatures, you will spend the next week mucking out their stables.
Good morning, Mr. Helen.
Ah! Do I know you?
No, but I know you. You took my newest tech gauntlet prototype and used it to control a very powerful and dangerous creature. And what did you do with this gift? You stole things. Mr. Heller, you are a disappointing, greedy man.
What are you gonna do to me?
I'm going to offer you a job.
Thanks again for coming to Father-Son Night, Grandpa.
It is my honor to be invited. I have great respect for teachers.
Racia!
I am a poor substitute for your father. But if Ken were alive, he would be here for you.
This is so awesome! All the thrill of a parent-teacher conference with added familial male bonding.
Yeah, this is a hoot. It looks like your dad's having fun, too.
But only one will fly.
But your grandpa is kinda hogging him. He hasn't even met my honors science teacher yet.
Okay, Professor. Let's go rescue him.
Klutz, should be more careful with your dad's drink. Oh, wait. You don't have a dad.
I don't see your dad anywhere, Carny. Does he hate being around you as much as everyone else does?
Like you even know anything about having a father.
It is Father-Son Night, Carny. Does your father plan on showing up?
Duh. He's running late because he has a real job, Coach. He practically runs this town.
Well, how about you run outside and wait until he gets here? Let's go.
Forget it, Ray. Carney's a jerk.
In my experience, those who try to make others unhappy are unhappy themselves. Now, where is my punch?
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, I will get refills. You guys go ahead. Hey, Carny! You ready to finish what you started?
I thought you wanted to fight.
Try not to be such a klutz. You don't want to smell like garbage when your dad gets here.
Okay, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe your dad ain't rotting in a hole. Maybe he took one look at his mutt kid and ran away like a coward.
Read it! You're done, Carnahan. Your dad can pick you up in detention.
Are you hurt?
No. Did you see that?
What I saw was a boy who cannot control his anger.
I know. He just hit me in front of everyone.
I meant you, Raiden.
I know you're mad, Oji-san, but you didn't hear everything that Carny said. He said that I didn't know what it meant to have a father. He said that Dad just ran off. He said—
Carny say. Do you care what potatoes say or what rocks say?
But—
When there is no choice, you must fight. But tonight, you had a choice and chose wrong.
I was only sticking up for Dad. I don't understand how that's wrong.
Then I suggest you meditate until you do.
You're so much like him, you know?
Oh, Mom, come on.
I know. Meditating. Very serious. Your dad couldn't stand injustice either. That man would go out of his way to make things right. And with a little patience, he usually succeeded.
Help me out here, Dad.
May I point out, as usual, that this is an unfathomably bad idea. As usual.
Somebody has to teach Carny a lesson. Look at this place. He has everything, and he's still a jerk.
I agree with Gabriel. I'm unsure what lesson we can teach this boy.
You know I have no time for your ridiculous father-son night.
I'm sorry. I thought... I'm sorry you had to come get me.
If I thought you were smart enough to navigate public transportation, you'd be on a bus. But then, I'd be spared my humiliating daily visit with school authorities.
But, Dad, the detention wasn't even my fault. This other kid told...
I don't care. I am this close to sending you away to boarding school just so I won't have to look at your face. Just... stay out of my way.
That was harsh.
Oh, wow. I never thought I'd feel sorry for Carny.
Yeah, he gets bullied way worse than he bullies me.
It is not the boy who needs to be taught a lesson.
Still a bad idea.
Excuse my delay. I have a minor but chronic nuisance in my life.
My son is not a nuisance. He's your flesh and blood.
And if you dare speak one unkind word to him again, I will chain you to the bottom of the lake of fire!
Yeah, I'll call you back. You're Tatsurian the Unchained. Huh? And I'm guessing your little duelist is here too. The boy, Raiden, is it? Raiden? Raiden? Oh, Ray?
I told you this was a bad idea.
I'm gonna find out what's up. If there's trouble, call for backup.
If there's trouble? Wait!
Ah, there you are.
How do you know about us?
Oh, you'd be surprised by the things I know. Right on time.
Not so fast, Wonder Boy.
Legionnaire Liz...
Lock up your gauntlet and you're just a helpless little whelp. You three, check the perimeter for the other brats.
This definitely constitutes trouble. Texting for reinforcements.
What are you doing here?
We tend to investigate mana surges at the home of our largest benefactor.
What is going on out here? Dad! What is this? What are those things?
Show some spine, boy. These creatures are from another world, one that's spilling into our own. But I'm backing someone who can exploit it to my advantage.
You? Work with the Choten?
A silent partner, until my nitwit son brought the war to my doorstep. Congratulations. You're actually worse than useless. Is the half-breed ready for transport?
I do everything! Galso! Razorkinder! Put him down! Now contain him this time!
Leave him alone!
Somebody stop the kid.
End the duelist. In the fire realm, with a half-conscious creature and no gauntlet, I put Ray's chances of survival somewhere around 0.
And my son?
Yes, well, his chances are somewhat less. You have my apologies.
Am I alive or... Oh no. I didn't expect to go to heaven, but I must be in...
The Fire Realm. My home.
A giant talking demon. I guess that settles it.
Don't worry, we're not staying.
Let me try.
Okay, you keep feeding yourself to the demon. I'm leaving.
He's not a demon. He's my friend. And he's our only chance at survival here.
I don't need your help.
Fine. See if I save your life again. Take cover!
What is that thing?
It's a dragon with rocket launchers. What's it look like?
A little more left. And... fire!
Nice shooting, if I do say so myself.
Merely winged him. He'll be back. With friends.
Friends? You mean there's more of those things?
There's a lot worse than that. We need to find you cover until you get your strength back.
There is a place. Not far. But I can barely stand.
Talk about uncomfortable. This is like sitting on a rusty scrap heap.
You're welcome to walk.
You know, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even be here.
If it wasn't for you, none of us would. But I guess it's your dad's fault for turning you into a bully in the first place.
You don't know anything about my father. He's a great man.
In my experience, the so-called great make poor fathers to their sons.
You're a giant fire monster. What do you know? Me and my dad are fine.
Yeah, that's why he told you all about how he's working with an evil genius bent on taking over the world. Oh, wait a minute. No, he didn't. And he called you worse than useless.
Hey! How many times have I told you? Don't eat the merchandise! You just volunteered to be replacement merchandise.
I'm happy to fight, but business before pleasure. I found an old friend of yours. And I think the bounty is big enough to share.
This is your safe place?
Graveyards of the fallen heroes of fire are sacred. No one with honor would battle here.
Now this is what I'm talking about. He's probably the richest, most powerful guy here.
It doesn't matter how rich and powerful he was. He still ended up in a cemetery.
Whatever. But people knew not to mess with this guy. Or his family.
Many did fear this dragon, including members of his family.
Who was he?
Napoleon the Conquering. My father.
So, I guess bounty hunters aren't so big on honor?
He's gone to report our position. We'll have to make our stand here.
Man, I wish that your dad was around.
No, you don't.
The graveyard. At least they won't have far to go when we're finished with them. Lord Skycrusher will be glad it sent you. Can't believe you're a dragon. That's so awesome.
I'm part dragon, a half-breed, and dragons look down on all other creatures, so living among them wasn't awesome at all.
Weird how intolerant some people can be about being mixed race, huh?
I was tormented by the children my father was proud of, my siblings, and he never lifted a claw to stop it. He wouldn't even acknowledge I was his son. He was too great and important for that.
We're gonna need a solid strategy. I wonder what Gabe would do.
First, we remove their advantage of air power, then divide and conquer.
Wow, Gabe would be proud.
I was well trained in warfare. My father saw to that much.
They still outnumber us, so we need to divide if we're gonna conquer. Give me one of your launchers. You're just gonna stand there?
Why should I help? They're not after me. I'm not even with you guys.
They don't know that. You're dinner to them either way.
Where's that bounty hunter? Let's blow that coward to bits.
Ah, rats!
The plan works better when you don't miss.
Five to 1, Tatsurian. Not the best odds.
For you. How do you like it? Looks like you're gonna need some more bounty hunters.
There's still one, with a couple of prizes. Tatsurian, the chained once again, for the last time. His carcass will fetch us a hefty reward.
And the snow sprites here will make a nice little supper.
I can't believe you actually thought hiding in your father's shadow would save you.
I can see the family resemblance, but you're really nothing like him.
Thanks for reminding me.
Hey! Get back here! Why aren't you chasing him? We gotta finish him off!
The fight's over, Carny, and we only fight when we have no choice.
I think you spoke too soon.
Not this time. Finally! Thanks, Master Nadia.
And now for your friend. Stop him! We must wipe that boy's mind before he can spread word of his travels.
Wait! His father works for the Chotin, and for the first time, Carny understands what that means.
You would just let him go?
You chose not to be like your father. He should get the same choice.
It is possible he could lead us to the Choten's lair.
This is a bad idea.
I have to say I'm surprised and impressed you made it back alive. I have something for you. I had my doubts you'd ever be ready for it, but after tonight, you just might be worthy of my name.
I'm sorry I lost my temper with Carny. I know Dad wouldn't want that.
Raiden, I know you try to do what is best, and wherever your father is, he would be very proud of that.